Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. This is Adeline and today we are playing NBA 2K25. Today's matchup is between the Indiana Pacers facing the Boston Celtics. Alright, let's do this.
Here is the starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At shooting guard, Andrew Nembhard. At center, Miles Turner. At small forward, Benedict Mathurin. At the forward position, Pascal Siakam. At the other guard, Tyrese Halliburton. The head coach of the visiting team is Rick Carlisle. It's time to introduce the Boston Celtics. The man in the middle, standing 7'2", number 8, Kristaps Porzingis. At point guard, 6'4", number 4, Drew Holiday. At guard, 6'4", number 9, Derek White. At small forward, at 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown. At forward, number 0,
thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Indiana Pacers. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Miles Turner.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. And for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now White following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. White, good.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the tape. Played through the contact and scored.
Got that one up quick.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Screen by Porzingis to the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And guys, they know he's going to finish off the lob in style. Porzingis and his teammates connecting on target.
Here's Halliburton. His last outing, he had 24 points. Three-pointer. Up and in,
Come
off to an
on.
efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Tatum. And that
Ooh.
one is off. Good
That
work
was close.
defensively by Turner. Mark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They
Ooh.
love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Here's White. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam.
Ooh.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Aw.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at New Orleans. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, the Celtics, they're still a real contender, no doubt. Not quite meeting expectations, but you know they're going to be shooting to the top spot as this season rolls along.
And taken away by Brown. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Halliburton with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Tatum with the screen on Mathurin. Brown the pass to Tatum.
Oh.
Out to White. Tatum setting the pick for White.
Nice.
4 on the shot clock. And the 3 ball is good. White's got 5 now.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And a chance here to check out some stats for Pascal Siakam.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Nice.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. There's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Tatum with the screen on Walker. Brown the pass to Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jarris Walker.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for Boston. Jamison is checked in for Porzingis. Mason checks in for Derek White. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. In Indiana with a change here, too, Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Benedict Mathurin.
Shoot 2.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
And that one
Yeah.
goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Pass to Neesmith. And the
Nice.
Pacers can't get it to go. Boston's drawn 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the shot is
Yeah.
good.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Pacers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Walker kicks to Siakam. To the paint. Here's Halliburton.
Ah,
and the layup's good
that's
on
fine.
And that's now 7 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Inside, deflects the pass. Here's Jamison. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
That free throw good from Jamison. And some changes here for the Pacers. Wiseman's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Halliburton. Jamison hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebound by
Nice.
Jamison.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Pritchard passes to Jamison.
Here we go.
And a slam dunk by
That's what's up.
Jamison.
That's what's
Just
up.
no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Mathurin for 3. Good on the three-point shot. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics out in front. They're up by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You got to be in great condition, but the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic. And things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Aaron Neesmith. He'll be topping out there with Weissman. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Walker in at the small forward. Now here's Jamison. Can't hit from in close. Now Walker. Nothing on the board. Toppin passes to Mathurin. Indiana moving it around. On the wing, Mathurin. And the Pacers, another 3.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
And Clark, as we watch Aaron Neesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Neesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
Here's Walker. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. This is checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Pritchard. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Outside, Jamison. Porzingis sets the pick for Jamison. No good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Wiseman the pass to Mathurin. Back to Wiseman. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice job by Wiseman to get some contact while in the act. Heady play.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Indiana making a change here. Halliburton's checked in. And both free throws good for Wiseman. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
Boy, that basketball IQ you see from Holiday, understated but consistent, so valuable, especially in these pick and roll sets where he just cuts up defenses.
Now here's Wiseman. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Ooh,
and that's
nice.
out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And now look at Jason Tatum. Over the last month, getting it done. And he's also got the second best three-point percentage in the league. An absolute dead-eye from beyond.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Checked in for Indiana. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Now you look at Nesmith, dangerous player from three-point, a great talent with a great release. And, of course, Jason Tatum, right on his tail.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Now here is Holiday. He has yet to score. Porzingis with a screen on Siakam. Jamison, no luck.
That was close.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Down low. Here's Wiseman. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Wiseman's got 6.
Listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
Mason with it. Nembhard covering.
Oh, that was late.
Tatum.
Oh, okay.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Boston, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out Indiana, just need to take it a game at a time.
And you know, for the Celtics, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
A shot
nice.
by Nembhard, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Celtics. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head, because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this group. That's not going away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
Here is Mason. No scoring in this one. Screen by Porzingis.
Oh, come on.
Pacers trail by 4.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Oh, what?
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 4.
I saw an opening.
Now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
And then,
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum.
And they closed
You have
very
been
quickly.
rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early, and it feels good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot. Maybe even elevator Ernie.
Yeah, that 50-inch vertical don't lie.
Neither did those shorts.
Now moving on to the Boston Celtics and the close first half they played.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's the Boston five. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Boy, evidence of the mobility there from Porzingis as he shreds the defense in screen and roll.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Porzingis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. And he folds in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Hands it from
Yeah.
downtown. Brown's got 5.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And they're also first in the league in fewest turnovers. An extremely smart group of guys in terms of how they execute and really take care of the ball.
And Greg, that field goal percentage you were talking about, they're the best in the league because of how smart they run their offense. You see nothing but good shots from them. Here's Nembhard. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
You know, to me, this is what you love seeing from Turner, the willingness to give the ball up and get his guys going.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. Number 1, the Celtics.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
90 seconds now into the second half. Holiday up top. He's covered by Halliburton.
Oh, good pick.
Over in the corner, Mathurin. Connects from 3-point range. Mathurin's got 9.
Easy does a jumper from the corner. Ben Mathurin, yes.
After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam Clark has been a sure thing on offense.
Yeah.
You know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
And so here is Indiana following the bucket by the Celtics.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton.
You know, Holiday is deceptively tall and strong and has great point guard skills, and that makes it really hard to defend it.
The Celtics have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
You know, in the case of Drew Holiday, having 2 brothers in the league, I think probably is added motivation for him to excel.
Mason, he checked in for White. All free throws good from Drew Holiday. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 6. Porzingis against Turner. Up and in on the way. Turner's got 4 this quarter.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Mason with it, picked up by Turner.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Mason looking around. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Halliburton on the wing. Pass to Siakam. Shot clock at 5. Mathurin. Rebound, Boston. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Brown outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He is yet to miss a shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Boston making a switch here. Jameson's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Walker's checked in.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Come on, let's get it. Let's get these two. Oh.
That free throw.
Oh no, wait, we
good
only
from
get one
Porzingis.
shot, but we
What
still got
impresses
it.
me most
Yeah.
about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
Halliburton for three. Rebound by
Nice.
Jamison. Jamison's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Mason.
Oh,
with the
come
rebound.
on.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Here's Jamison following the score by Indiana. Off target from three-point range. To the middle. Here's Siakam.
Ooh, wow.
And Siakam throws it down.
Assisted
A
by
high-level athlete with underrated burst, Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Here is Mason. Still yet to score. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Siakam passes to Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Down low. Here's Mason. Takes it up with
Finally.
rips it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Nice.
Big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Celtics. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Pacers trail by 3. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. And
Nice.
Nemhard is out there with Walker. And it's Wiseman in at the 5. Here's Pritchard to the paint. Ball's not loose and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And now, look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Denver Nuggets.
You know, most teams might get worried at a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do when they're in your building.
The Celtics making a switch here. Tillman's checked in. Walker against Mason. Pass to Nemhard. Rebound by Jamison. Jamison's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jamison with a screen on Walker. Mason the pass to Jamison. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Knocked away.
No, oh, I thought we got it.
Wiseman kicks to Siakam. And it's
Nice.
off from three-point range. Celtics leading by 5. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Throws it up high. Inside. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the new Booth in for the Celtics. Zingas, he's checked in for Jamison. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tillman. White, he's checked in for Mason. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pritchard. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Wiseman. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Halliburton subbed in for Walker. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra
that was
possession
close.
could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Now, here's Siakam. Guarded by Tatum. Pass to Mathurin. Turner with a screen for Mathurin. To the inside. Count it. And the Celtic lead has been cut down to just one on the basket from Turner.
The more Mathurin creates for others, the more dangerous he becomes.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Halliburton with the steal.
Come on.
And up the court come the Pacers on the break.
Oh.
So they take the lead. And the Pacers lead by 1. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
The three from Tatum.
Ooh.
And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Really needed that one.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Siakam. Here's Nembhard. Some solid defense from Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. So far in the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
just 6 points.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Halliburton. Nice. D from Porzingis. The Celtics with the lead. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Brown the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Great execution by Porzingis, showing you he can get it done in the clutch.
Halliburton with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. They get it again. Pacers trail by 3. Mathurin, good.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
And here's Holiday. Tatum with the screen on Halliburton. Tatum's shot is off.
Oh, come on.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Siakam. Count it.
Well, you
Wow.
just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Tatum setting the pick for White. Target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
It's not over yet.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Launches a 3.
There we go.
Nails the triple.
And they do have...
Nice.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Here's Halliburton.
It is draining the clock. This is fine.
Here's
Nope,
Nembhard.
nope.
Oh,
Yeah.
nothing shot, no good. And so it's Boston sweeping by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Kristaps, you got it going early tonight. What got you into that rhythm early?
Just from the beginning, being focused, knocking down the first couple of shots, you're starting to feel good, and you just keep going.
Well, you had the flow tonight, man, and it led to the win. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
Thank you everyone for watching. This has been Editing. If you can please comment, like, and subscribe.
PlayStation